Let's find the total area of the function f of x equals x times the square root of 1 minus x squared and the x-axis. Now let's graph this. The function looks something like this. One thing to notice is that these two areas are going to be the same if we ignore the sign. And to prove that, let's look at f of negative x, and we want to show that's equal to negative f of x. Okay, so this is basically a definition of being an odd function. So f of negative x will be negative x, and then times the square root of 1 minus, and then replace x with negative x. Now the square is going to cancel this negative inside, so that's going to be positive x squared. And so this is equal to negative f of x. Okay, now the next step is, because we're looking for the total area, what we're really looking for is an integral from negative 1 to 1 of absolute value of f of x, which we can rewrite this as taking twice the area from 0 to 1. Basically, I'm just going to take this area and double it, since these two areas are the same. Okay, well for that we're going to use a u substitution. The u equal 1 minus x squared, so du is negative 2x dx. Well, let's see what we have. We have an x, a 2, and a dx. We have 2x dx, so negative du then will be 2x dx. So we're just going to replace whatever is in red with negative du. And the negative I'm just going to put outside. Now, inside I'm left with square root 1 minus x squared. Well, 1 minus x squared is u, so that's the square root of u, which I'll write it as u to the 1/2 power. Now when x is 0, well, so recall first that these are x limits, so plug it in here. If x is 0, u is equal to 1 minus 0, which is 1. If x is 1, we have 1 minus 1 squared, that's 0. So if you want, you can rewrite this as integral from 0 to 1, u to the 1/2 power. Because whenever you switch the limits, you put a negative outside. And so the negative out here is going to cancel. So the antiderivative of u to the 1/2 power is u to the 3/2 times 2/3, going from 0 to 1. Plugging in 1, you get 2/3. If I plug in 0, I get 0. So 2/3 minus 0 is 2/3. So the total area from negative 1 to 1 is 2/3.